Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. This is just a simple little chat video thing that we're going to be doing. I want to talk to you a little bit about the platform that I tutor on for English as a second language, and it is called Cambly, which I'm sure you all remember I have talked about on this channel repeatedly. So, a little bit about Cambly. They do pay weekly via PayPal on Tuesdays, and they are very reliable about that. I don't remember in the 4 years, going on 4 years that I have been with them, that they have ever been late. So that is really good. And I have talked over 10,000, over 9,000, 10,000 minutes. I do this very part time, just one day out a week. And just a few hours out of that day, I have talked to over 491 different students from 37 countries, which is kind of like, yay, lots of fun. And you sign up, and you don't need a teaching certificate, and you don't need a degree, and you don't need experience. You just need to be a good English speaker. They hire a lot of people from the US, England, Canada, places like that. Now, this platform is 24/7. So, what that means is you could have students on, and they're international students. So, you might have a Chinese or Japanese or South Korean student at 2 a.m., and it's daytime there. People who remember me from when I was doing Magic Years a few years back, a lot of those Chinese English speaking companies, they have collapsed or have been severely restricted. So a lot of those students are now on Cambly. And people say, well, Becky, what am I going to talk about? Well, Cambly has pre-made lessons. So say they're a beginner and I know speak English very well, or they only say hello. There's a little slide with a picture, and it may have dog, and you'll say, duh, dog. And they might go, dog, duh, dog. And they'll say, dog. You know, this is not stuff where you're coming up with lesson plans. You can if you have more advanced students and they're somebody you click with, but they have all the lesson plans that you need. Now, people who don't want to do lessons, they just want to chat, and that's usually people who are intermediate and advanced and expert English speakers. They're just wanting someone to chat with. Those people, you might ask them just the usual questions. What have you been doing on your vacation? What's work like? What are you reading? What kind of music or movies are you entertained by? And mostly what you're doing is you're letting the other person talk, and you're listening to their pronunciation and use of grammar, and hello, yes, punctuation, pronunciation, just how cat instead of sat. Um, so yeah, it's a good little thing. Now, does it pay a lot? It does not. Okay, because you are not required to have a degree. The only thing you're doing is chatting and listening to people talk. It pays $10.20 per talk hour for adults and $12 per talk hour for kids. So you're like, well, Becky, I get on here. Am I going to have to find my own students? No. Students buy subscriptions to Cambly, and they can buy them in a 15, 30, 45, or 60-minute increment. And they decide how many times a week they want to talk to a tutor. And you'll go on to the platform, and you can just log on anytime and just make yourself available. If you want guaranteed talk time, they have something called priority hours. And a priority hour will have a 15-minute or 30-minute guaranteed talk time. So if you don't talk 15 minutes or 30 minutes, you're still paid 15 or 30 minutes. Um, Sundays are very, very busy. The calls are back to back. So you have a lot of those. A lot of calls around American holidays because tutors are not on as often. And again, it's 24/7. You can set your availability and people can sign up during your available time to have a lesson with you and make a reservation. So you kind of know that. You can build up your own students or simply do what I do and choose to talk to whoever gets on the platform. You can choose the level of English speaking ability that they have. No experience, little experience, some experience, intermediate experience, expert experience, and so on. And people who are choosing their experience level and want to be matched with a tutor that handles that will be routed to you. So, say for example, you don't want to talk to anybody who has no experience with English. So, you don't want anybody who's like brand new to the language. So, you wouldn't check that box. You would check intermediate, advanced, expert, whatever. Um, Let me see. The ratings are updated. You are rated by your students, and that is updated every Wednesday. There are all sorts of Cambly lessons and icebreakers and games to play, beginner games, intermediate games, advanced games. Business, travel, entertainment, music, movies, just, whatever you want to think about, they have a lesson plan for it. They could have lesson plans for, let me see, beginner English for travel, advanced conversation topics, basic conversation topics, intermediate lessons, the mystery lessons. So, well spoken, daily life, part 1 and 2, intermediate English for travel, advanced English for travel, business English, social English for business, introduction to public speaking, software developer English, all sorts of stuff. And basically, you'll show them a slide and you'll be like, okay, can you read this? They'll read a paragraph, you'll stop, and you'll be like, that was very good. I like your pronunciation. Very good. Or, hey, that was really good, but this is how we say that word. And you'll circle the little word, it'll have an annotate ability, and you'll be sharing a screen. And you might say, marketing, not marketing. Marketing. Very good. So it's just very basic stuff like that. So if you're interested in tutoring on Cambly, I'm going to leave my referral link down below, and just go ahead and do that and sign up, and I will see you on the platform. Y'all have a great day.